Welcome back, comic book collectors and enthusiasts. My name is Brandon. You're watching M.O.N.Comics. Hey folks, happy Friday. Welcome back to the channel. My returning subscribers, thank you once again for stopping by and taking a moment to view my video and see what the heck a dad in his midlife crisis got up to this week. And anyone who's just joining the channel, if you're not subscribed, if you dig watching some guy talk about his comics in a room filled with comics, please go down and hit subscribe, hit the like, and at the end of the video, leave a comment. It helps the channel grow. It helps me get out there and we do more fun giveaways like the one I'm running right now. And you still have time to enter by going to last week's video and putting in hashtag PIF, and you'll be entered for a giveaway as long as you subscribe to me. So please go do that if you can. All right, so you can probably hear it in my voice. I'm fighting a sickness. I'm like over the top of it, coming down, but I have young kids. Any parents out there will tell you that when your kids go to daycare and come home, it's a wonderful science experiment. They bring home everything, including the germs, and they share them with me, so my whole family's passed it around. And you may be asking yourself, Brandon, why the heck are you trying to just torture yourself and make a YouTube video? You don't feel good, it doesn't really matter, and I know it doesn't, but last weekend, I took a little trip with my nephew, and I promised him this video would come out Friday. And I'll be darned if I'm going to let a little sickness, give up on this kid. He is my biggest fan. He's a wonderful boy. And about 2 weeks ago, my good friend Scotty Hawk from Hawk's Holocrons, I'll put his page here, actually the creator of the intro and logo for M.O.N.Comics, and my cousin, if you are into video game content or pop culture content, period, go check out his channel. I'll leave the link in the description below. He's a wonderful guy. He shoots me this picture. So I say, okay, that Saturday is definitely possible. Oneida New York is only about a half hour here from me. I can make that happen. And my nephew actually lives on the way there. So I messaged his mom, my sister-in-law, and I said, hey, would he like to go to this with me? And she said, absolutely. So I left out Saturday morning. The show started at 10. I picked him up just before 10, and we got there. And it is at a place in Oneida, New York called the Eclectic Chic. So what this is a former department store that's been renovated and turned into an antique mall with tons of vendors, ranging from furniture to local goods to comics and toys. When I went in there, I immediately tried to find the owner. I always introduce myself and ask if I'm allowed to film. And I asked a whole bunch of staff that was standing there who is the owner or manager, and they all pointed at this wonderful woman by the name of Val, who stepped right up and said, my name is Val. I own the Eclectic Chic. I introduced myself. I asked if I could film. She said, absolutely. She was very nice. This place is amazing. If you're in the Oneida area, definitely stop and check it out. There's something for everyone in there. They just expanded more space. There's even a little cafe where you can get some food in there if you're hungry. Very cool, very nice place, very lovely owner. And so she let me film. And so yeah, let me roll a little bit of the footage for you of something not often, me hunting comics in the wild with my nephew. Hey everyone, I am outside the Eclectic Chic in Oneida, New York with my little nephew Gage. Say hi, Gage. Hi. And there's a little comic book show today, so we're gonna go see what we can find. Come along. Well, we had a good time. Not a ton of comic vendors in there, but we did find some stuff. Gage, what'd you find?
The Predator comic.
Predator 2, the movie edition. Yeah, he's my nephew for sure. And I also got a little stone harp for my daughters. So let's head back to the creation station. I'll show you what I got. So there you have it, guys. It wasn't a huge show, but like I said, when I live in the middle of nowhere and these don't come up that often, I've got to take advantage of anything that I can find. My buddy Mark from Blue Eyes Auctions on Facebook was there. Really nice guy. I bought a book from him, and I bought a book from another vendor who didn't have a name. But out of the show, I only picked up 2 books. I am trying to go for quality over quantity. Now, I could have grabbed a bunch of books just to talk about, and I would have had fun. But I was really trying to control myself, and in the overall goal of the channel, to control myself to focus on getting those bigger keys and books I want, especially with the bigger Terrificon coming up in August I'm trying to save for. So what 2 books did I get? You saw them in the video. One's probably pretty obvious, but the other one might not be. This is Weird Science from 1990. So this is a reprint of a pre-code sci-fi book, and you know, it's a reprint, and I was able to tell that right away with the $1.95 up here. Reprint of EC Comics, and I bought it because not only did I want to give the stories a quick read through, but Wally Wood is a wonderful artist, and he did the cover for the original one on this. The original came out in 1953, I believe. And these are just really cool. Like, again, I've talked about pre-code books. I'd love to be able to afford them. But for a 34-year-old book, I mean, this was Mark had 6 on it. He charged me 5. So I thought that was a really good deal. The trade dress is beautiful. It still has that old look. And I bought this one because I thought maybe some of my fans are into the horror as much as I am. You guys definitely talk about it and comment on it weekly. So this is actually going to be in the mystery giveaway. There are going to be a couple other books in there, but this one, you'll know it's coming. So I thought someone might appreciate getting a reprint and having as much fun reading one of these books as I do. So that was book number 1. Book number 2, you saw it, and I had to grab it. This book somehow finds me. It is The Man-Thing #1. So this is Volume 1, Issue 1 of his first solo series. This directly continues after Adventure into Fear 19. This was written in 1974 and published. Steve Gerber was the writer, and of course, Frank Bruner, wonderful cover art. Very, very pretty, you know, mid-grade, but looks great overall. Presents very nice. There's some tanning in the Man-Thing letters, as you can see. But I just couldn't say no. You saw the price tag was $25, so that's what I paid. And argue, I thought that was a very good deal. I probably could have talked him down a little more. I thought he gave me a deal, but he didn't when I counted my change. It's okay. Just if I see it, I'm going to pick it up. It's my guy. But this is actually a gift for a good friend of the channel. It's going to already be shipped to him by the time this video is released. So had to pick up this book as well. So there you go, folks. I know it wasn't a crazy big video. You know, I didn't want to just spend a ton of money in comics. I offered to buy Gage, my nephew, some, but I actually did buy him the one Predator book, and I wanted to buy him more, but he was just thankful to get the one Predator book. He's a huge Predator fan. Gage, thanks again so much for coming and hunting with me, buddy. You can be my co-pilot anytime. I appreciate it. We went out to lunch after. It was just a really great day of making memories with him. And actually, this weekend, Saturday is Syracuse CollectorCon. I'd like to try to go. If I don't feel good, I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to, you know, make myself unhealthy for the next work week. It really stinks because they don't come up often in this area, like cons that are pretty close. But I have August to look forward to. So thanks for hanging out. This is on the way to a special friend, and this is going to go to one of you in the drawing that I draw tomorrow. And good luck with that. Remember, you still got time to enter. Go back and check it out. And March 29th, we're doing a deep dive on The Crow here in the channel with a bunch of other creators. So please come hang out with that. Hope everyone has a wonderful, safe weekend. And until next time, keep reading those comics.